How many?
30.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank y'all for coming out tonight. Early tonight here at Grambling and Butler, our deputies received a 911 call from a neighbor that was advising that a male was beating up a female. During that altercation and that beating that was taking place, there was several shots that were fired, according to the caller that called into 911 and was witnessing the altercation. Our deputies arrived here on the scene and found a male and a female here in the street. The male produced a revolver at that time and actually placed it up to the female's neck at that period. He ended up fatally shooting the female that is on the scene here. Our deputies returned fire at that point in time and ended up killing the suspect here on the scene. It appears that they have a long-term relationship, have at least one child together from many, many years ago, but lived here in this location for the last few years together. We're obviously investigating this along with our crime scene department, our homicide division, and our and the coroner's office, who will be arriving here on the scene. But you know, tragic situation here at Grambling and Butler, and you know, we'll keep you all advised of the situation. Anybody have any questions?
How many shots were fired?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question. I believe 3 of our officers fired, but that's not even, you know, I haven't had the opportunity to interview. We'll take the interviews from our deputies at that point in time. I know the suspect accordingly had a revolver, which we obviously have not processed at that point in time. I was told by the caller and listened to the 911 call that they believe that several shots were fired before we arrived on the scene, and our deputies witnessed the murder of the female that was on the scene with that shot also. So I don't know exactly how many shots that he fired, but at least one when they were on the scene, but we'll figure out how many he fired before they arrived on the scene.
And you believe this is an unmarried couple, or do you say?
Yeah, I believe it's an unmarried couple, but they've been together for a long, long time.
Any
Yes.
children in the house?
No, there are no children in the house. The children are actually adult, you know, children at this point in time. They're adults.
Any ID information on?
Not yet. You know, the next of kin is on scene. We've had that, but I'll let the coroner's office do their job and make that identification probably tomorrow.
Does the department have a history of responding to this?
You know, I don't know the history of 911s. I have been told by family members that they have had domestic problems in the past, but I don't know when that was. I don't know if it was since their reconciliation in the last 4 years, or if it was previously. We'll have to go run that out to see if that was the case.
And how many officers returned fire?
I was told originally on the scene that there's 3, but I have not verified that, but I believe that's an accurate number, although it could change, but I think that's an accurate number.
Did your deputies fire at him after he shot the woman?
Yes.
Or did he aim his gun at the deputy?
I don't have that information, as obviously I have not interviewed my deputies at that point in time. The information that I have is when he killed her, they returned fire at that point in time, you know, and tried to render aid to her, but obviously were unsuccessful.
Do you have approximate ages of the?
I do not. They're obviously they have grown children. They're older in age, but I don't know their age offhand.
So it doesn't sound like any deputies were injured.
No, none of our deputies were injured at this point in time. You know, all of them on scene and in good health. So.
Nobody else was injured?
No, not at this point.
So this all happened in the street in front of the home they lived in?
Looks like it's probably next door to the home, on the side street of the home itself. All right, y'all have a good night.
That was Jefferson Parish Sheriff Joe Pinto on the scene, deputy Marshall here, and we're a little far away from the sheriff.
Hey, it's Russell. We done with the press conference? Yes. Okay.